5, 6, 7, 8. Hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe. Alright, let's do a couple more of these things before I go out to the laundromat and do errands and all that shit. Okay. Cut to a different tent. This one is bigger, more like a combined hut. More like a combined hut crafted out of tarps and things like that. A bunch of soldiers are in there with the rest of our captured heroes. This young Italian pseudo hair metal looking soldier is hanging out with Carl, Curly, and Shane. He has the bandana taken off his face, and instead it's tied on as a headband. His name tag says Salucci. This guy's from Tales from the Crypt. Look up that. That's one of the most interesting episodes. Look it up. Anyway, Salucci to Carl. Hey, little motherfucker, check this out. He pulls up his shirt and shows Carl something hella nasty on his side, but we don't see it. Yeah, very disappointing, I know. Carl, monotone. Sick. Salucci puts his shirt back down. Hell yeah, I'll say it's sick. Listen to this. So me and my buddies are patrolling a couple miles out, right? It's like funny how he's just like randomly starts saying this. This is back down near Atlanta. Or before we headed up here. We didn't really expect to run into nothing. When all of a sudden this freak comes out from around the corner. All black clothes, long jacket, all this shit. He was like, freeze, asshole. And this guy starts shooting at us. He got me right here. He was a fast motherfucker, man. Like a fucking ninja or something. We all tried to gun him down, but he just, like, disappeared or something. And we don't suck either. We're pretty damn good. Man, I swear, that dude fucked me all up for a little bit. I saw hell, man. I swear I saw Satan and shit. And I was like, get the fuck out of my face, bitch. Then he let me go because he didn't want to fuck with me. Another soldier turns around then and pulls off his bandana too. It's Peter from Dawn of the Dead. Peter, will you shut the fuck up already? God damn, you weren't talking so much shit when it happened. You were crying like a little bitch. Salucci. Hey, I wasn't crying. My eyes was just watering because Chambers here was pulling on my hair. Chambers rolls eyes. Peter. Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that. Salucci. Yeah, whatever. He turns back to Carl. Anyway, check these out. Sarge let me keep the slugs. He pulls out a couple bullets from his pocket and shows them to Carl. Carl and Shane together. Ooh, sick. Salucci. Yeah, kick ass, right? They even got little lightning bolts carved in the side. You see that right there? That ninja dude is a freak, man. Damn, what I wouldn't do to fuck him upside down and sideways and cut off his head and stick it up on a picket fence. Carl and Shane. ... It's like a long string of dots. They glance at each other. Peter, Salucci, you got some serious problems, you know that? And for the last time, they ain't lightning bolts, damn it. It's a sign of the SS. That guy's not a ninja, he's a fucking Nazi. Carl and Shane, whoa. Kyoko mumbles to himself. Great, just what every zombie flick needs. Nazis. People say that's such, like, a stereotype, but I only know of, like, that one video game. Hershey's, that's impossible. Nazis are extinct. Peter, huh. I wish that were true. To Curly and Shane. Yeah, there's a Nazi running around Atlanta. Our sergeant is obsessed with catching him. He's gotten more and more obsessed ever since we left the city. My guess is that he's holding your brother hostage until you all agree to go back down there and help him. Shane. My brother? I ain't got a brother. Curly. That's Rick. That's my husband. He's got in there. Peter, your husband? He laughs slightly. Sorry, I guess I just assumed you two were together. Curly, we are. Peter gives her a strange look. I don't follow. Curly, matter of fact. Well, Rick is my first husband, and Shane's my second husband. That makes them brother husbands. Peter, ... Shakes head to himself. Crackers. Curly rubs her head, changes the subject. I swear I'd do anything for a cigarette right now. Salucci, oh yeah? What kind of things would you do, ho? Curly, Carl, and Shane. Hey! Peter shoves Salucci aside. Man, get out of the fucking way. Peter, being a true gentleman, takes out a pack of cigarettes from his pocket and offers her one. She takes it and smiles at him like, thanks, friend. She puts it in her mouth and searches her pockets but can't find a light. So Peter takes out his lighter and lights it for her like a romance scene from an old 1940s/60s movie. Curly smoking. Thanks. Peter nods and lights a cigarette for himself, too. He takes a drag off it, finally getting a chance to relax. Then he quirks his head to the side. His eyes to the side, sorry. The camera zooms back to show all the other soldiers and hostages with their hands out. Peter, ... God damn it. The next morning. The rain is over for now and the sun is out. The soldiers are all up and at 'em, barking orders nonstop at all the terrified-looking civilians who were all dressed up in old-fashioned peasant clothing and are all wearing scarves or bandanas to cover their hair like Puritan women. The civilian peasants are all running around this way and that, trying to appease the soldiers and try not to get gunned down like a sick old cow. Random soldier gesturing with his gun. Get up, move it, we got no time to lose. Get those fires going, you! Go get started on that well water, you, and you, time to get hunting. The rest of you, hit the orchard, move it, you lazy piece of shit. The civilians just keep running around, saying a few yes sir, but mostly not saying anything, scared to death. A short distance away, Luke and Peter are, which is funny because those are like Bible names. Luke and Peter are standing in the entryway of one of their shitty Boy Scout tents, watching everything and drinking coffee out of tin soup cans. Luke to Peter. I need you with me. He's very needy. He needs a lot of things. I need you with me when we leave tonight. Peter, ... Sergeant, with all due respect, I am not going back there. Luke, unmovable. You'll do what I say. Peter, ... He looks over towards the orchard, quietly pissed off and suppressing it. Luke mutters lower. I need your experience and intelligence. No one else has the knowledge you have. Peter, clearly not happy. Yes, sir. Luke turns and leaves. Peter waits until he's good and out of hearing range. Peter, he gets out a new cigarette. Let's just get this shit over with. Cut to the peach orchard. The Puritan civilians and our heroes are busily gathering peaches into baskets in terror of the soldiers. Just then, Luke comes walking through. He approaches Rick from behind and grabs his shoulder. Rick silently jumps out of his skin, in parentheses, not literally though, and turns around to face him. Luke, you're coming with me, Sheriff. Rick, kind of nervously, why? What'd I do? Luke, it's not what you've done, it's what you're gonna do. He tosses car keys at Rick, who just barely manages to catch them. Luke, you're driving us back down to Atlanta. We're gonna catch us a Nazi. He turns to the others in the orchard and barks at them. Luke, attention! Everyone freeze! They all stop dead in their movements, no matter what they're doing, resulting in a lot of weird, difficult, and ridiculous poses. Random soldier whispers to himself, mannequin challenge. I was just about to say that, but I hesitated just in case somebody else said it, and he said it. Luke, everyone fall in! All his captives run into square formation, standing at attention. Luke clasps his hands behind his back and starts walking back and forth in front of the crowd, like he means fucking business. Luke, this afternoon, myself and some of our new visitors will be leaving here. We will return. I'm leaving you all under the control of Corporal Chambers, my second in command. Don't try anything funny. My men will shoot at the first sight of provocation, and don't you forget it. Crowd, ... Luke, now get back to your jobs. You have a lot to get done before the next rain. All the new arrivals who don't come with me will stay here and work. Get to it. Everyone scatters frantically back to whatever they're doing, in terror. Luke starts going up to some of our protagonist characters and pulling them aside for his own personal Nazi hunting squad. They reluctantly turn and come with him, seeing no other choice. He assembles his team, consisting of Hershey's, Judd, Rusty, Tyree, Michonne, Barbara, Carl, and of course Rick. Rick whispers to Luke, please leave my son out of it. He's just a kid. Luke, he looks big enough to carry a gun to me. Rick, he's only 11. Luke, looks more like 13 to me. 13 is when a boy starts to become a man. He stays. Rick looks over at the others, chatting amongst themselves. He notices that Carl does kind of look a little older than before. Rick, but... Luke just gives him a cold glare that clearly says, no buts. Rick gets quiet. He looks nervously again at Carl. They all head back for the road together, where they're joined by Peter. Everyone gets in the van. Luke puts Rick at the wheel. Rick starts up the van, awkwardly. You guys, want a little music? No answer. Everyone is just hella quiet and dejected. Luke is sitting passenger side with a loaded gun in his lap and a tank of gasoline between his feet. Rick turns on the radio, but every channel is nothing but static. Rick. Damn. He takes off driving down the road to a creepy staticky silence. Ew, he just left the static on. Judd whispers to Hershey's and Rusty. Is it just me, or did this so-called parody take a turn for the really dark? Yeah, bitch, like, what the fuck? Rusty nods, whispers back, we're descending lower into hell. Everyone in the van is just quiet from then on out. That night, the van is parked on the side of the deserted highway. Everyone's out getting themselves a water break and stretching their legs under the light of the waxing gibbous moon. Oh my god. Carl goes and wanders a little bit away, zoning out and getting away from all the bummed-out-ass adults. He finds a little piece of fence and sits on it, looking at the moon. Carl singing quietly. Memories, All alone in the moonlight. I'm surprised he didn't sing that song from Babe. Suddenly a mysterious white hand reaches out of the long grass and snatches his leg. Carl, ah! He jumps back and stands up on the fence. Kyoko creeps out of the bushes. Kyoko, haha, it's just me. Carl, oh shit. Thank God. He gets down off the fence. I thought you were a zombie. Kyoko, yeah, that was a joke. Carl, how'd you get here? I thought you were still back at that prison camp type place. Kyoko, nah, that place is hella lame. I stowed away with you guys. Carl, oh, cool. Awkward pause. Carl, man, I wish we had beers. Kyoko shrugs. Oh well, you can't have everything. Meanwhile, Michonne goes wandering off on her own, too. Luke sees her leaving. Where do you think you're going? Michonne stops but doesn't turn around. I thought I saw something up ahead. I was just gonna go check it out. Luke, not so fast. He calls to Rick. Sheriff! Rick looks up. Luke motions him over. Luke to Michonne. We'll go on up ahead and see. Don't you try anything funny here. He heads off with his gun and with Rick miserably trailing beside him. They vanish into the dark. Michonne waits until they're out of hearing range. Sucker. She starts wandering off in the opposite direction. Michonne to Peter casually. I gotta go piss. Be right back. Peter smoking. Do what you gotta do. Michonne goes off and pulls Barbara by the sleeve, having her follow her. Peter, hey, what are you doing? Michonne, as if it's obvious. I told you, I gotta piss. Safety in numbers. Peter, is that why you girls always go to the bathroom with friends? Michonne glares at him. Peter, sometimes, just sometimes. Michonne, yes it is. If some creepy motherfucker tried to get you, you take out one of his eyes and your friend takes out the other. And the correct term ain't girls, it's ladies. She turns to go. Come on, Barb. They walk away. Peter shakes head to himself. That's one bad sister. What the fuck is this, Pam Grier movie? The end. Okay, episode 3 to send, because I have fucking 3 copies of everything. My god. I feel like this was excessive. I'm proud of this story, but still. Okay, episode 4, Friendships and Conspiracies. Cut to Michonne and Barbara a little ways away. In the dark, out of sight or hearing, Michonne goes behind a tree and we hear the zipper on her pants go down. Barbara, oh, I thought you were just lying about having to go. Michonne, as she waters the grass. We gotta take out that sergeant. Barbara, what? Michonne, yep, not only is he keeping us all prisoner against our will, he's bringing the mood of the parody way down. If we keep on going like this, we're gonna wind up stuck in a full-on drama. Do you want that? Barbara, nervously, well, it's not all his fault. The part where those guys were taking all those pills, that was pretty dark too, right? That's funny how she knows about that. Michonne, shh, we're not even supposed to know about that. Oh, okay. She zips her pants back up and comes back out from behind the tree. Barbara, oh, sorry. Michonne takes out her sword silently and looks at it in the moonbeam. Michonne, that guy might be pretty tough, but he's still nothing but a mortal man. Barbara, I don't know about all this. I never even really gotten in a fight before, she whispers, let alone killed anybody. I don't even know why he brought me along. Michonne, yeah, me neither, to be honest, but my guess is that he either brought you as bait or because he has a crush on you. Barbara, weirded out emoji face. Michonne, I'm leaning towards bait. Barbara, oh, that's bad. Michonne nods. She puts her sword away. Help me, Barb. Remember the previous parody? How carefree and fun it was? Don't you want that back again? Barbara thinks about it. A bunch of memories flash back through her head. The extremely violent and barbaric battles that took place in the Cadbury Manor. Blood splashing on the walls and soaking the carpets. People and zombies being torn limb from limb. People being eaten alive. Heads bashed in. An endless barrage of bullets flying everywhere. Gore everywhere that the eye can see. Penny stabbing the one biker to death with a garden spade. Daryl crying into the pillow. Blade being tied to the gurney and tortured. Rose holding the Bowie knife to Carl's throat. Shane being sexually abused. Unique being fried to death in her lab with electricity. And a whole bunch of other fucked up shit. Exit flashbacks. Barbara. Well, I guess we did have some good times. Okay, I'll help you. Michonne, that's my girl. Alright, let's get back before they start suspecting. Cut to Luke and Rick, wandering around in the field, searching with a flashlight. All of a sudden, they hear one of those creepy-ass piercing screams in the night, like earlier. Rick shudders. Rick, goddamn sound makes my skin crawl. Luke, not even fazed. It should. That's Confederate hunting cry. It means they're on attack somewhere. Rick, Confederates? There ain't no such thing as Confederates no more. Luke, aggressively. Oh yeah? Then how come you can still find the Stars and Bars flag just about any time you want? Rick gets quiet. Luke continues walking. There's always been Confederates, ever since they first appeared. They mostly just live out in seclusion is all, away from most modern folk. In times of crisis like this, they tend to come out. They're a dangerous breed. You should never approach one, not if you can help it. Even if he doesn't seem like much, don't underestimate him. They travel in groups. If you see one, you can be pretty much damn sure there's a whole regiment not far away. Just then there's a movement in the dark. Luke turns around on a fucking dime and shines a light into the field, but it's just a deer running away. He growls quietly under his breath. Cut to Rusty with a piece of paper on his knee, writing a letter by old-fashioned lamplight. As he writes it, he narrates the note in voiceover in a heavy Southern accent, Gone with the Wind style, which I've never seen all of Gone with the Wind. It's funny because my mom said, like, when she saw Gone with the Wind as, like, a teenager, she thought the ending was when he says, like, I don't give a damn, you know? She thought that was so sad, and she, like, cried and stuff about it. My dad was like, yeah, I love that part when he finally tells her to fuck off. He's like, yeah, I love that. So fucking funny. Rusty. To my dearest Tyree, although my family does not approve of our union, and we are forced at present to keep our love for one another, know that I think of you daily. I love you, and when I can once again hold you in my warm embrace, I will be the happiest creature that Georgia had ever known. I want for nothing more, and ask for nothing more. Until that day, my sweet love, I will continue to think of you, and keep my heart alive. Your darling, Rusty. He looks up from his letter and sighs longingly. He puts his pen aside and folds the letter. The camera pulls back slightly to show that Tyree is sitting right next to him. Rusty hands him the letter. Rusty in regular voice. Here you go. Tyree takes the letter and puts it in his pocket without even opening it. Thanks. The camera pans upwards to the sky, showing a big moon. The night transitions into the day, and the moon becomes the sun. Flyboy and Marcia are laboring in the field alongside many of the Puritan captives, digging with shovels. The soldier in charge of them is slacking off and smoking a cigarette. A lot of smoking going on. I guess it is the apocalypse. Marcia glances over at him subtly to see that his back is turned. Then she checks in her hand, revealing that she's holding a tiny little box cutter blade hidden between two fingers. She goes up to Flyboy. Marcia provocatively. Hey, Stevie. Flyboy flatly. Hey. Marcia, you feeling okay? Flyboy, yeah, I'm fine, whatever, why? Marcia, with obvious fake innocence. Oh, I don't know. You just look kind of pale or something. Flyboy, well, I'm fine. He goes back to digging. Marcia walks past him and shanks him in the side with a little box cutter thing. Flyboy yelps and drops the shovel and drops down to his knees on the ground. Marcia just keeps walking like she had nothing to do with it. Flyboy holding his side. Fucking God! He flops down in the grass in the fetal position, moaning and whimpering. The soldier who's supposed to be supervising them comes over. Soldier, hey, what's going on here? Marcia, my partner's sick. Flyboy, fucking bitch, stabbed me. Marcia, see? He says it's a stabbing pain. Flyboy, fuck off. Marcia, he's delirious with suffering. Soldier, I don't really know what to do. He takes his gun down off his shoulder. You want me to shoot him? Marcia quickly, no, don't you have a first aid kit? Some drugs or something? Soldier, what do you want that for? He shrugs without waiting for an answer. Oh well, I guess if you want it, you got it. Marcia, wow, really? Thanks. The soldier goes back off to his post. Wait, the soldier goes off back to his post and grabs a first aid kit. He brings it back to her and hands it over. Soldier, alright y'all, I gotta go. I'm betting on a chicken, but I'll be back. So don't try nothing funny while I'm gone. My man Salucci's up on the hill and he's watching your ass. So, yeah, see you later. The soldier leaves. Marcia looks up at the hill and sees Salucci there some distance away. She goes over towards Flyboy with the first aid kit. Flyboy, don't you touch me, bitch, I'll bite you. Marcia just walks right past him and puts the kit down on a pile of cinder blocks. She opens it and starts taking out little jars of pills and vials of liquid drugs. I don't think any real first aid kit would have this, but maybe in the military. You know, a military first aid kit, I'm imagining, is not like one you buy at Walgreens. Like, it probably has morphine, it probably has, like, hello crazy shit, you know, cyanide pills, whatever you want, you know. Little knives, little, you know, I don't know. Whatever's good for a soldier. Um, okay, she lines them up, pops off the caps, and starts measuring and mixing them together, cutting up the pills Coke style with her razor, etc. Um, Flyboy looks over at her. Hey, what the fuck? Ain't you gonna take care of me? Marcia tosses a pack of band-aids back over her shoulder in his direction, but she doesn't even look up. Flyboy, offended. Hey! Marcia, leave me alone, I'm busy. Just then Glenn comes over to join them. Glenn, what's up, you guys? Marcia, oh, good, another partner. Hey, Glenn, can you go baby Stevie for a minute so he feels important? Flyboy, mouth drops open. What a fucking bitch! Glenn, as if it's all normal. Okay, sure. He goes over and kneels beside Flyboy without any question. He starts petting his hair. Glenn, aw, what happened, sweetheart? Flyboy, do not talk to me like that. Glenn totally ignores it. He's pissed off and puts Flyboy's head in his lap. Flyboy, I don't like that. He abruptly changes his tone. Okay, I like it. Glenn to Marcia, what are you doing over there? Marcia, making a poison. Glenn and Flyboy, really? Marcia, yeah, to take out all the soldiers. Glenn and Flyboy gasp dramatically. Oh shit, it's 21 minutes. God damn it.